League of Legends forever. So if you've ever paid attention to high-level League of Legends play, you've probably heard players, casters, and analysts use this one particular word, priority. Lane priority, jungle priority, what exactly does that mean? Essentially, priority refers to the ability of one player's team being able to come and give assistance to them faster than their counterpart on the enemy team. So for instance, if we take a look at this freeze frame from a hypothetical game, we can see 3 players on each team, 2 in the top lane, 2 in the jungle, and 2 in the mid lane. The jungler on blue side here is making an aggressive move towards his enemy's jungle in the hopes of stealing the red buff, which would give him a pretty big advantage early on in the match. But the enemy jungle is still nearby and is going to potentially be able to defend. However, the invading jungler here still has the advantage because his team has lane priority. In the 2 closest lanes, both of his teammates are pushed to the enemy tower, which gives him an advantage. If he runs into the enemy jungle, his laners are going to be able to come and help him faster than the enemy's laners would be able to. That's because his laners have just cleared out the minions in the lane and are free to roam around without any sort of consequences, while the enemy laners on the opposing team are forced to farm their gold and experience from the minions under their tower, since if they leave, the minions will just die to the tower and they won't be there to get the precious gold and experience they need. So because of this, the jungler here has lane priority and he's able to make this aggressive invade into the enemy jungle, hoping to get an advantage. The enemy jungler can't really defend here because he's going to end up being outnumbered because his teammates are stuck in their lanes. Similarly, the laners here also have jungle priority, meaning that they can keep pushing and being aggressive because of the same thing. Let's say the red side top laner calls for help here, asking for his jungler to come to his lane and ambush the enemy top laner for a 2 versus 1 gank. That's still okay for blue team, since blue side top laner knows that the enemy jungler isn't in range to do anything like that. His jungler is standing in the way of the path the enemy jungler would have to take, so not only does he have vision here thanks to his teammate and knows that the enemy isn't in a position to make a play like that right now, but even if the enemy does come and try and set something up, his teammate is going to be there to likely meet the opposing jungler and stop them. All of this meaning that our top lane friend here can continue pushing, being aggressive, and not having to worry about the enemy team collapsing on him. Priority is an important mechanic to understand in League, since it can allow you to make very aggressive moves that could potentially give you huge advantages even if you don't have direct vision on all the enemy players on the minimap. The reason I'm bringing this up is because these are basic fundamentals of every professional League of Legends match nowadays,